Morning. So, here we are, the start of week 8. So, what happened to week 6 and 7? So, I didn't do an update on week 6. Basically, I didn't do an update on week 6 because I didn't actually do anything at all that week. So, as I'm sure you're all aware, there's a little bit of a conflict going on in the Middle East, and we have a lot being thrown over our heads in Abu Dhabi. The trouble is, where I run, there is nowhere to shelter. The government are doing a fantastic job, don't get me wrong, and we get alerts to our mobile phones to take cover whenever something's being intercepted. The trouble is, where I run, there is nowhere to take cover. So during week 6, I didn't actually do any running at all. I didn't go out on the Tuesday, I didn't go out on the Thursday, I certainly didn't do the long run on the Saturday, and I didn't do the Sunday. Because I don't know if I was being overcautious or nervous, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it was nervous. Overcautious, probably. The routes where I run, though, there is nowhere to take cover inside, basically. They're all exposed. There's nowhere on any of my routes where I could take cover if we got an alarm. So week 6, I did nothing at all. And I even lost the interest in doing strength training or walking. Everything. It just completely, it went pear-shaped. So I took a week off. I actually took more than a week off because it bled into the following week as well. Week 7. So anyway, week 6, there was no update because I had nothing to update at all. Week 7 then started. And again, obviously the Monday is a rest day. And on the Tuesday, though, we flew back to the UK. We managed to get flights out to Dubai and we flew back to the UK. I basically brought a business trip forward a few weeks, and the wife has decided to come home until the summer. She's extended her summer break. So it wasn't that we're running away or anything like that. We just brought things forward a little bit for convenience more than anything. So I did actually start running again in week 7, although I didn't do a great deal. There was no walking, time on feet walking. I did no weight training at all, and I only did 2 runs. I did the Thursday run, and then I did the long run on Saturday just gone, which were pretty good. And I must admit, even though I'd taken a week 9 days off it, I felt really good. So on the Thursday, I think it was Thursday, I did a 7.6k run. By then we were back in Wales. Came straight to London for a few days, and then we went down to Wales. So I did a 7.63k. I need to put my glasses on as usual. I did a 7.63k run in about 51 minutes. Nice easy run just to break me back in. And then Saturday, then I went for it with a long run, and I was back into the mountains, which was fantastic. And I did 28k, just over 28k run. Took me 4 hours, just over 4 hours, 4 hours 3 minutes or something. Really enjoyed that. Lots of elevation gain. Felt good. Felt absolutely brilliant to be back there, and really good. So these numbers I'm going to put on the screen as usual. You know what I mean. Week 7, I had a total distance of 35.75k. Time on feet was 4 hours 54 minutes and a bit. And I had a total elevation gain of 602 meters, which was spot on. So that's where we are at present. That's the end of week 6 and week 7. It doesn't seem to have made any difference that I took 1 week off, 1 week, 9 days off it. It might have actually been beneficial for all I know. Bits I've read about taking time off says it can be beneficial. So it doesn't seem to have affected me in any way. It might have been beneficial. I don't really know. I'm not that much of an expert on this sort of thing. So anyway, this is now moving into week 8. So we're hopefully getting back on track as well now. Although I am back and forth London. In fact, I'm sat in a hotel room in London right now doing this because I've had to come back up for a few days business. So this week, Monday rest day as usual. Although I didn't I haven't got out and done any time on feet walking. I should get back into that, I must admit. Tuesday, I've got an 8k tempo run in my diary for Tuesday, which will be up around Thames, funny enough. It'll be up around St Paul's Cathedral, around the Thames, down around St Catherine's Dock, and back to where I'm staying. That'll be nice. Although I'm supposed to be having lower body and core strength training on Wednesday. I don't have any equipment with me in the hotel I'm in. It's only a Premier Inn. They don't have gyms, so I've got no way of doing that on Wednesday. Thursday I should be back home, and I've got hill repeats, which is great. I can annoy the locals where I live and get them gossiping when I'm just running up and down Endless Lane 14 times. So I've got a 8k hill repeats to do on Thursday. So I can actually do it on the hills this time instead of on my treadmill, which will be nice. Friday, again, it's upper body strength training. So I've got to redo my routine now. I've only got kettlebells home here. I don't have a barbell, etc. So I have to have a look into that the next day or so. Change my whole routine to gear it around kettlebells. I'm sure that's not going to be an issue. So we can progress that. Saturday long run again. So I was supposed to be pacing someone this weekend. But that's gone a bit pear-shaped due to work as well. But I can still go out and do my long run. So again, it's the second week running now. It's got a 28k hilly long run in my schedule. So I might, I'm not sure. I might do it around Cumbraen. I might go a bit further afield. Not sure yet. And then Sunday's got a 9k easy run, which I'm going to do on the canal. My daughter's home from school, so she's going to come out with a mountain bike. She can pace me. She can ride in front on the mountain bike, and I'll do a nice sort of 4.5 out, 4.5 back easy run on the canal. So that brings us up to date then. So that's where we are now at the end of week 7, week 6 and 7, and going into week 8. So hopefully back on schedule. So my next race then is the London Landmarks Half Marathon back here in London. That should be fun. I keep meaning to try and go out and do some of the route while I'm here, but actually I think I've been doing some of the route because I know it runs past my office and where I stay. I know it goes past here twice, in fact. And then after that, I will be going back to Abu Dhabi, and my next race then will be in July, which will be the one I've been aiming for, the Ultra X Wales, the 50k, first Ultra. So get back on track, but obviously the weather's warming up in the Middle East now as well, so my long runs I might have to diversify a bit. I think what I'm probably going to do is when I've got 34k coming up in my diary, I know that for a fact, I think I'm going to have to be splitting those in two and doing half of it pre-sunrise and half of it post-sunrise as the weather warms up. I'll have to play that by ear. Maybe I can get 2/3 done in the morning and then come back and do a third on the treadmill straight away or something like that. Anyway, that's it for now. Catch you soon.